Coach, when I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, you talked about the competitive atmosphere at this tournament. What about your fans who've been incredible during this entire tournament?
How about them Aggies? Yeah!
With physical activity declining in 6th and 7th grade, the New York Football Giants came out to Glenfield Middle School to stress the importance of getting out and staying active.
There's a new man in charge in Las Vegas, and that's TJ Otzelberger, who was announced as the new head coach of UNLV.
They never led at halftime after the opening round. It says a lot about this team.
Tony, we saw what they did against Tennessee, so there was no doubt in my mind that they would continue to be able to fight back in the second half. After all, they are the Fighting Irish.
What's the hype about Colson, you may ask? Well, at the start of this season, he was named to a few watch lists, AP Preseason Player of the Year, just to name a few. Last year, he was the only player in the ACC to average a double-double, and this year he's picked up right where he left off, averaging nearly 20 points and 10 rebounds per game. Tonight so far, he has 10 points and 5 rebounds going into the second half.
You won the regular season title, Mountain West Tournament title, and MVP. How are you feeling right now?
It's pretty hard to describe how I'm feeling right now. I mean, we've worked so hard. And
The New York Football Giants joined a panel hosted by the Newark Bronze Shields educating high school students on the importance of domestic violence. That it's not just physical, but also emotional, mental, and social, happening through direct messages, photos, and even sharing passwords in relationships.
You said you had a long way to get here, but you also had an interesting travel experience getting here. So to overcome all that and win, how awesome is that?
So compared to having our stuff, taken last year, the travel really wasn't anything. It was just kind of like, oh, all right.
Stepping back onto this campus in front of the best sixth man in the nation, how does it feel?
Best fans in the country. Couldn't be happier that we finally brought another one home.
Tamara Brown, who's downstairs in the O'Brien team room.
Thanks, Tony. Big weekend series between Notre Dame and Wisconsin. As we know, the last time these two teams played, Notre Dame came from behind in the first game to beat Wisconsin and then went on to sweep the Badgers on the road. Now they're back to play Wisconsin at home for their first game of the series. And on Sunday, they will play at the United Center in Chicago at 3 p.m. while tickets are still available.
Should be a great environment at the United Center.
Catherine Westfeld will start the second half after spraining her ankle just 3 minutes in their first round matchup. Here she is. The hero is in the building.
Notre Dame women's basketball has booked their ticket to Spokane after a second-round win over Villanova. Kat Westbeld joins me. Kat, this game was tied at the half. You started the second half. How did you create this spark for your team?
I just knew it was my last game here, and I knew that we needed something. We needed some type of energy just to kind of get us going and just doing whatever I can. I don't know if it was just them. I feel like I didn't do a whole lot. Like, I know I have just that presence that they say, that calming presence, but I think just them knowing that I was willing to do whatever it took for us to win, I think that really is what got them going. And, just playing for each other, I think it really helped us a lot. Just looking left to your left and right, just really staying together. I think that's really helped in the second half, is us playing together and getting stops one at a time.
And Catherine Westbeld, who came in those last 10 minutes, 5 boards, a block, also dropped a dime, but just inspiring this team to take it to the next level after we were tied at halftime.
28-8 run to start in the third quarter. Can you talk more about how you were able to be really the glue of this team second half?
Honestly, it was just getting stops on defense. That's what we really struggled with in the first half, and I think everyone realized that in the locker room during halftime, and I think that our whole mentality changed going into the second half. So really just one stop at a time, running them off the three-point line. I think that's really what we needed to do, and I think we stopped them, and I don't think they shot a three or made a three in the second half, so we did a good job there.
You're headed back to the Sweet 16. It's really a surreal feeling for you and your team. What did this win mean for you in your last game at Notre Dame?
It absolutely meant a lot. I actually started to get emotional when I came out of the game in the fourth quarter. I'm so grateful just to have played 4 years here at this great university and be able to play in front of our fans and win and move on to the Sweet 16 for them. And it's going to mean a lot just to move on to Spokane and see who we're going to play next, but really just taking it one game at a time.